And I like it, I like it, I like it, la 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 la. La 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 la, here we go. That was Super Ben Foster in goal. This is Wrexham, and this is The Late Show. So guys, I do it every video. Please, if you haven't already and you like this content, like and subscribe. Let's see how far we can take this channel. Once again, thank you so much for all your support. I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I really mean it. I really, really mean it. So, Red Army level shout-outs. Jay, Wayne, Logan, flipping legends, honestly. Please, guys, if you haven't already, come and join the Red Army. Come and join the Red Army level. And like I say, what do you get, Steve? Shout out to every show. They get to ask me questions, loyalty badges. Stephen's your man. But listen, it really helps us. So thank you to those legends right there. Love you to bits. Welcome to The Late Show. I am your host, Shaun Winter. But by now, we're on the same page, clearly. What a week, eh? What a week. We'll get to the 5-5 game. I've had to let it digest. For a start, I couldn't have come straight on to do it because I was looking at some fans' comments and I just thought, I'm going to say a few things I regret. The talking point this week in the week, the newest business, let's get to it. Super Ben Foster's has left us. First of all, it was great to have him, wasn't it? Super Ben Foster came back home, he came to Wrexham, the club which gave him his start, and I remember that start. I was on the Cop there, I was in the LDV fans final, which happens to be at the Millennium Stadium, which was one of the best days of my life. And he was awesome in that game. He was awesome for us then. He came back. He won us the league. Make no bones about it. He clinched the league. We did the hard work, yes, but Ben Foster won us that league with that title-winning save. We owe him everything. So I'd like to thank him from the bottom of my heart. That day I'll never forget with my good friend Ran. He was in the studio with us last time. He does run a podcast now. I forgot the bloody name of it, but next time I'll promote it on here because he's a great guy. He posted a video the other day of the game. Me and him were there, and it was just magical. So we owe Ben Foster everything. What I am going to say is big up to him. I don't think he started the season fantastically, but not for any minutes did I think he should be leaving. I just thought he'd sort it out. I've got to say our defence needs to take a good look at themselves because 5-5 at home is not good enough. Review those goals, ain't good enough. Sorry, ain't good enough. Thought Ben was great against Walsall, look cool, calm, collected, but credit to him. He's not meeting the standards that he set for himself. He was a Premier League goalkeeper, a fantastic Premier League goalkeeper, by the way, and he set those really high standards, and credit to you, Ben. I really respect you, and on behalf of me and every one of these proper fans, yeah, top man. That was Super Ben Foster in goal. Okay, guys, let's review Saturday's game. Where do you start? Let me just sum it up in my mind very quickly. 5 goals at home is never acceptable. I don't care we've come up a league. I honestly just don't come to me with that crap. Because, yeah, we're playing great teams. And yes, it's a step up. We can all see that. We all knew it was going to happen, but our defenders are more than capable. Not happy with that performance. So like Parkinson said, closing down needs to be quicker. In the National League, we could have got away with it a couple of times when you're playing against that, like Young and Charlie Austin. It's never great. So anyway, let me set the scene. So Saturday morning, I had Lenny's first tournament, by the way. So I was there. All my focus was on that. By the way, it was great. Thank you to the guys at Boris who did a fantastic job. Really appreciate you hosting us down there. So me and my team went there, and it was really, really good. We both did really well. We lost in the semi-finals. It was fantastic. Lenny scored a lot of goals. It was great. So we come home, and then we were watching the game in mind. So the team lineup come up. So Ben Foster starts, which proves to be his last ever performance in a Wrexham shirt. Once again, Ben, thank you very much. Talking point for me, who replaces him? What's going on with Leighton? I'm not sure. If he's fit, he starts. Simple as that. If Howard starts, no grumble. Look very assured against Wigan. It'll get addressed. It'll be fine. Faith in you, Mark Howard. Not a problem at all. But Ben, thanks again. Right back, I went with 4D, but it wasn't. It was Barnett. That's an odd decision for me. Because of the way the forward started the season, I think he's been absolutely incredible. And, Barnett is, what a player. What a player. I love him. And for me to say 40 starts that's just even more praise heaped on 40. But anyway, he didn't. He come on in the 89th minute. I didn't think Barnett was at it. Defensively, he's a bit suspect sometimes, isn't he? Going forward, he's electric, isn't he? He's electric. It'll get addressed. absolutely no. I've got no worries in any of our players. I haven't, because they've all come good. They're all absolutely fantastic. O'Connell, Tozer, Boyle. Wasn't the greatest game, lads, was it? Saying something that we don't already know. Boyle, I'm going to go to. I praised him last time. I'm just going to say it as I see it. I'm not afraid to come on here and say what I think, basically. I won't sugarcoat anything. I'd like to see Max Cleworth start. Honestly, I would. And don't be giving me where he's young and all that. When's he ever let us down? I really like Max Cleworth. He's nimble, he's good on the ball, gets out of his feet quick, good in the air. But then Boyle is a threat in the other box. Big threat. Where's Aaron Hayden, I want to know? Where is Aaron Hayden? I really want to see that man back in a Wrexham shirt. What's going on? Is there something if there's something on Twitter I've missed or something, please get in touch with me and tell me. Tony Cliff, I know he was injured. And then Mendy, wasn't the worst game in the world. He's decent. Midfield, can I just say JJ? I think he started this season absolutely magnificent. He's right at it. Deserves his place in that side. Deserves it big time. He'll be starting the next game. Phenomenal. Well done for getting those goals. That's what he's added to his game now, goals, which I really, really like. Andy Cannon, I'm not sure why the hell he started. And that is nothing against Cannon, because he's a tremendous player. Tremendous. And we all know he's going to come good. No doubt about it. He's class, is what he is. But at the moment, Luke Young's doing it for me. Andy Cannon isn't. So what have you seen in that performance against Walsall to think, right, Luke Young's coming out of that team and Ford's coming out of that team? No, not for me. But then in Phil Parkinson, he sees it day in, day out, knows better than us. And that man has my full backing, full faith. And as does Andy Cannon, by the way. I just thought, once again, Luke Young come on. We seem to be always talking about it. He come on, the tempo upped. He just drives us forward more. This is why I didn't do the show the other day, because I come on here and I'd be flipping rowdy, wound up about it. Why is he not playing? Has he done something? Or something? Is he having an affair with Parkinson's wife? What's going on? Start Luke Young. Simple as that. Elliot Lee, well, the man's a bloody magician. He's just absolutely tremendous, and he's just carrying on this great start to the season. And I thought the midfield and the front two were fantastic in the end. Beckerstaff, well done on a goal he had no right getting, by the way. Very Paul Mullin-esque, wasn't it? You're always referring him to Mullin, but I'm sorry, I'm saying it as I see it, and that's how I see it. He got a goal there. You'd expect Mullin to score. He had no right getting a ball. He had no right getting a shot away, to be honest. But he did, and I like that tenacity in him. He is going to be a very, very, very good player. And fair play to Parkinson for sticking with him. Ollie Palmer, I think he's fine. Yeah, no problem. Played well, won the ball on the deck, decent. Wrexham were flipping. They were at it when we were going forward. We were at it. I'm just going to give you our possession. We had 49%. They had 51, but that's no bother. Wrexham had a whopping 28 shots to their 8, and I think their goals were just silly ones. I mean, what are we doing on the fullbacks? Close them down. Stop the cross. It's easy said in this studio. I get it. It's easy said. But at the same time, we can't be sleeping on these teams, because it's a better class of opposition. We know that. It's obvious. You're stating the obvious, Shaun. Get on with it, mate. Shots on target, we had 12 to their 6. They score 5. Corners, we had 9 to their 2. Fouls, 12 for us, 17 for them. So, in the 17th minute, Young scores for them, who was a very, very good player, very lively. Then Charlie Austin pops up 2-0, Divvy. Jake Bickerstaff gets us back in it on 29 minutes, and I just thought he's great again. I love him. Honestly, I love the way Ollie Palmer started the season as well. Kemp, was it Martin Kemp? Or was it Ross? He's come in on 31 minutes. He's made it 3-1. And then, staggeringly, at this point, I think I was eating my front room sofa. I was absolutely disgusted. I was fuming. That Young pops up again. And staggeringly, it is 4-1 at half-time. Just before that, on 3-1, I said to my mate Parky, don't worry, we'll go in, we'll come right back at it. 4-1, I thought, oh, God, the sting's come out of me. We come out second half, we're firing, we're at it, we're going for it, just as you'd expect the home Wrexham side to do. We had the tech end sucking the ball into the net. Elliot Lee, 51 minutes, come on. 4-2, JJ on 55 minutes, pops up. By the way, wasn't that man tremendous? Little backwards header, seen a bit. And then it's all Wrexham, and then we get sucker punched, don't we? Of course we do. It's Wrexham. Just when it's all Wrexham, we're piling on the pressure. They're playing well, they're playing magnificent, they're at it, they're fighting, they're just for dynamite at this moment in time. Wrexham are absolutely, you're thinking, come on you Reds, I'm standing up, I got my top off, I'm swinging it, come on Red Army. The passion's oozing, it's oozing now because I'm going back to it, Stephen. And then, Ken pops up, 71 minutes, 5-3. But then, on 92 minutes, JJ pops the ball in there. Oh, and Elliot Lee, he's just a magician. I love him. He's just quality. We all know what happens. He's a little reverse pass, dinked over the keeper. See you in a minute. Ball out the net. Let's go again. And then in the 96th minute, their fans, I think our fans can feel it's going to go in. Their fans are like, oh, Jesus, this is good. That could have been an unbelievable win for them. It turned not to be because Elliot Lee had other ideas on 96 minutes. We equalised and it was 5-5 and then the final whistle goes. It was absolutely unbelievable. I'm on the sofas, I'm going nuts. Lenny's in the air. Charlie, I don't know where Charlie was, but anyway, it was absolutely unbelievable. And you're thinking, oh, what has just happened? What a game. What's just happened? It's incredible. I'm getting worked up. I mean, the game was Saturday. It's Wednesday now. I'm recording this, and my pulse is racing. Just calm down, Shaun. It was just unbelievable, and I'm so glad that game's finished. I'm glad it's out the way with. Here's what I think will happen. Parkinson ain't gonna be happy. He'll be happy with the way we fought back. Of course he will. Who wouldn't be? We would just... That's the thing with Wrexham, isn't it? Never say die attitude. You won't keep us down. I promise you, you'll never keep this team down. You'll never keep this club down, as we've proved. The fans, the players... The fans and the players are singing off the same hymn sheet. We buy into everything Phil Parkinson is delivering into that dressing room. We believe in Phil Parkinson. We believe in these players. And what's more, they believe in themselves, which I love. And they know we believe in them. So what I think is going to happen, that game's gone now. Gone. It'll be a talking point at the end of the season where we're looking back on another promotion season and we'll be looking back thinking, oh, remember that? We're going to come good. Guys, we're going to come good. Nothing but faith in this team, in this manager. I've got my opinions on who should start, but I'm not the manager. I'm not on the training pitch. I don't see him day in, day out. Another thing bugs me about Wrexham fans at the moment, everyone's an expert, aren't they? Everyone's an expert. It's all well and good voicing your opinion, but it's at the same time, I'm listening to some people and I'm thinking they've never kicked the ball in their life. They haven't got a clue about football, and I'm just like, it annoys me. It was a bad day at the office, should we put it down to, which flipped on its head to be a great Christmas party kind of thing. It was a game of two halves. We put that game to bed. It's done, it's dusted, 5 each. An incredible game at the racecourse, one we can talk about for years to come. As with the Dover game, it had that feel, clearly. We move on to Barrow now. Phil Parkinson will have those lads up for it, ready to put it right. We can't be letting 5 goals in. Be interested to see who comes in goal, if he brings in a goalkeeper. Again, tinge of sadness with Ben Foster going, I've got to be honest. But really respect the man. When Luke Young come on, he played well. Fordy come on, he played well. Waters, right, he's had a little bit, again, the overnight experts. Waters had a bit of stick of the first game of the season. I like him. He's lively. He's at it. Hosanna Dalby. We've got players on that bench. It's going to come good. And it's going to come good this Saturday against Barrow, and you'll see that on the early show. A quick one. I just want to say a huge credit to all the Swindon fans. That's what it's about on this show. And to Swindon Town in general for their first half performance, who blew us away. I want to say a massive, wow. That's how you play away. Their fans, I thought, were the best fans I've heard at the racecourse since I can remember. I thought they were absolutely incredible. We've had Stockport and all them come here. They didn't touch Swindon. That was just really, really good. Proper fans, fair play. I've seen a good bit on Twitter as well, them crediting the Wrexham fans and that. It was just, I think it was one of those occasions where, if you're a Swindon fan at that game or you're a Wrexham fan, we're not going to forget that in a hurry. But then, at Wrexham, nothing surprises you anymore. But I just wanted to say, Swindon Town fans who travel to the racecourse in their numbers, absolutely tremendous. Okay, so member questions. Logan Leroy. Hi Logan, hope you're good. Hey Shaun, I was rewatching the first season of Welcome to Wrexham ahead of the season 2 release. I'd forgotten that you got to have some pints with the owners. Oh God. Oh yeah, I did, mate, yeah. Not sure if you had to sign a non-disclosure agreement, but what was that evening like? How did it end up? Did they keep you guys going and how long did it go on for? Until Ryan showed up. As always, great show. Thank you for the great show comment. So yes, I got to have pints with them. You would have seen in that episode, I didn't cover myself in glory. However, it was edited different to how it appeared in some bits, I will say, because I get a lot of stick for that, but it was in different parts where I've said different things, but it was tremendous. It was absolutely tremendous. It was brilliant. I'm in the turf, obviously. A couple of American accents come over. One Canadian, one... Anyway, it turns out it's these guys.
Robert Goulet? Is Robert Goulet here? Is this Robert Goulet?
Ryan, how's it feel to be here?
Oh, yeah, it feels great. It feels wonderful, actually.
Great guy. At the club?
Yeah, Shaun and I had a good time tonight. We talked about management, everything. Everything's on track. We're great.
Rob.
Hi, Mark Wahlberg here.
Now this guy.
Oh, no, Rob McElhenney. Yeah, I'm on a television.
Well, that's the name of it.
McElhenney.
McElhenney.
You got it. Wow.
We were drinking with him for, say, I think in the end we probably had about 7 shots of bloody aviation gin. Ryan doesn't switch off. I mean, that was it. And then he was like, no more. I don't drink no more. It was really good. It was really interesting. Picked their brains. Had a fantastic chat. What I can say is they were just really genuine guys. Rob, such a fantastic man. Both of them just absolutely brilliant people. And it was my honour to get to have a drink with him, and I hope I do again at some point. And this time I'll be sure to be a lot more behaved, because that taught me a thing or two, that. And I learnt a few lessons after that one, Logan. I've got to be honest, because I didn't cover myself in glory. I was too quick to say my opinions. But you've got to remember, at that time, when you've seen that episode, we've been coming off a lot of hurt. There's a lot of things that people don't know that isn't said on a documentary about how the club and that was being run. So I had gripe, I still have. But it's gone. We're in a different place. So I voiced it, and I shouldn't have. But the night was fantastic. Rob and Ryan were gentlemen. I got a shirt there signed by them both for Lenny and Charlie. It was magic. I hope to do it again, and I've just got to say they were fantastic guys. And ever from that moment, their intentions were right there. We could just tell it was a magic night. It really was, and a good laugh. I don't think we stopped laughing for a long time, so it was really good. Okay, so here is a little bit of Twitter reaction. I didn't do my normal video after the game. I was just in disarray. I don't think you wanted to hear my views after the game. Probably would have involved a lot of swearing, so I didn't want to do that. Anyway, David put that was bonkers. Could do without giving up 5 goals at home, though. Oh, Dave, honestly, mate. Tory Foster had me scared for the moment, but boy, did they make a comeback. And it turns out he's gone now, but that's nuts. But yeah... Do you know what? Don't you write... My post on Twitter said, don't you ever write them off. And you can't ever write them off. This is what... The character in this Wrexham side is absolutely phenomenal. I think they've got character, fight, passion, heart, grit in abundance. And what I will say is, we haven't had that in years and years. I mean, if we would have gone 4-1 down at half-time before, we would have lost the game 8-1. Let me tell you. You can never write this Wrexham team off. And that's the magical thing about this whole journey for me now. Yes, we got Rob and Ryan. And listen, those guys flipping bow down to them. We love them. They've done all this. But Phil Parkinson, he's the one who's got this belief going. You realise this, don't you? You realise that the belief those players have got in themselves to come back. And Parkinson, he instills in there. I just love that man so much. I love this team so much. And we're going to go and put it right. Mark Woodley, that was insane. Jesus, Mark, wasn't it, mate? It was just absolutely... Habs Yotes Rising Wrexham. I missed the tying goal running out the door for my daughter's soccer, an American. I like it. The Red Dragon showed a lot of heart. Wrexham. Yeah, honestly, didn't we just? And I hope your daughter really enjoys your soccer. I really, really do. And I hope it's inspired by Wrexham, obviously. Berserker, so many goals in this squad, never out of it. True. Dan, no, you can't write them off. But if that was 2018, I would have. Yeah, I've just alluded. 100%. Lady Pixie, never write these guys off. Ken Finnegan, top man Ken, a lot of time for you. They would have won 6-5 if he didn't miss that open shot towards the end. Yeah, no, completely agree. But that's football. That is the magical game of football. And to all you guys over the pond that has just got onto this magical game of football, what does it do to you? It's not good for us, is it? It can't be good. How can this be good for you? But it is magical at the same time. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll hurt. It's just a magical game. Mullin's on the way back, guys. He is on. Super Paul Mullin is on the way back. That is the news we've all been wanting. Can't wait to see him. I really can't wait to see him back on that pitch. I'd like to see him with Bickerstaff. But then Palmer, we got options. I tell you what, this season's going to be a good one. You mark my words. Stephen, I want you to come back to this. You mark this down right now, mate, because this is going to be a good season. Again, how many times did Wrexham get wrote off? Don't write Wrexham off. Don't write them off. We will be up there at the end of the season. We will be the team to beat end of the season. And I'm telling you, we will bounce back. Oh, I think we did in the second half. Absolutely tremendous. That's it for the questions. Here is mine and Tommy Cowse's video diary.
Phil, first and foremost, talk us through the half-time team talk then.
It is Friday afternoon, almost afternoon. I can't get to the racecourse ground tomorrow. Lenny's got a tournament, so I'll just get home to watch it in time. I'll get home for kickoff, so I'll get it on the iFollow. Another thing, Wrexham played so well the other night. You get, oh yeah, but we conceded to, oh, when this happened, that happened. You show me a team that plays well for 90 minutes. Show me a team, any team, that for 90 minutes is at it. For 90 minutes, doesn't let the opposition in. For 90 minutes, doesn't make any mistakes. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. It was a 4-2 win, but then you get people like, but this wasn't right, or that wasn't right. Behave yourself.
Hello, Croeso Kairas. Team news just come in now. I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest. Luke Young's dropped back to the bench. Everyone knows how much I love Luke Young, like Keatsy in that sense. So a bit disappointed to see him drop out. Obviously, James Jones keeps his place. Andy Cannon comes in. And Ryan Barnett comes in for 40 from the other night. So, it's a strong side. It's always a strong side. Well, we're 1-0 down. It's poor defending, really. Charlie Austin gets free at the far post, nods it back across, and Young heads it in. Poor from us. Let's hope we can get back into it. Well, what can you say about that? Absolutely ridiculous. Feels like it happens every other week now, though, doesn't it? Just used to that now. 5-5 draws, it just happens every week. But it was shambolic in the first half. Absolutely shocking. Just players giving the ball away, too weak. Parkinson was fuming in there. It feels so weird coming back from 4-1 down at half time. But Parky's absolutely fuming. But at the same time, what a team we've got to support, lads. Absolutely unbelievable. Phil, first and foremost, talk us through the half-time team talk there.
More or less I'll explain what we said about, we were second best all over the pitch because we was the best player, and we needed to be stronger as a team in those departments I've just mentioned, but equally to show courage to get back in it. And I felt we did that. I don't think we can dispute that first. I don't know what time it was when we scored the third goal at that opening period. We looked like we could score every time we went forward. We had other chances. Their keepers made some good saves. I mean, to come off the pitch and have 28 attempts on goal, and when you look, if you go through the divisions, all the divisions this weekend, no one will have had that many attempps. But equally, not many teams have conceded 5 as well.
One more time, guys, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart and for Stephen, honestly, it means a lot that you watch it, you share it. Keep spreading that positive message, please. And if you don't want to say anything positive, just don't say anything at all, because I have got feelings at the end of the day. Thank you so much. I shall see you after the Barrow game.